at, I don't know how to say this person's name, Penelope, girl. I think it's a girl. Anyway, she's asking on relationships. And she says, Pen, are you currently dating? ? Wait, she expands. You once said that you're seeing flames. How's it going today? You said story for another day. Are you still polygamous? If so, please explain. If your relationships are challenging, how do you choose women? And the last question that she snuck in there, do you still want kids? Because I do. Let's go.
Konja, you're a voiceover artist. That's why you're doing all the expressions and the what and
it was such a nice way that she wrote it. Though she wrote it so well. I loved it.
You're sure that it's a woman?
I think so. Okay,
Is it based on the last question?
Pelopetizian. I think that's how you say it. Tizian. I don't know.
Let's assume it's a girl, Pen.
Yeah, especially because I do, and that like flirty face, and she's like put like a little wink there.
There's a wink emoji.
Yeah, like a smile and a wink. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I think it's a woman.
So one of the things I said to you in the build-up to this sit-down was, it's a skill to learn to not answer questions or to sidestep. I normally reference, and he's not the only one, but I normally reference him, ex-judge Jerome Gwenya. He runs Ingonyama Trust, neighbor from Newcastle. And he mentioned the importance of having an agenda when you go to an interview, because he was the advisor to the late king, uZwelithini of the Zulus. Having an agenda when you go to an interview. You don't just go willy-nilly and be like, I wonder what they're going to ask me. What are you going there to say? It's a platform. And if it's a platform that's going overseas to a certain audience, be very sure of what you're going to say. But part of it was, don't entertain nonsense. So are you dating right now? No, relationships are very important. I think the family structure is one of the things that, is the cornerstone of a good society. I think all of us have a responsibility to, that's a skill. Yes, but are you dating? Oh, no, I think that's personal. Next question. Like, damn. Go through the questions again, and I'll see what I'm answering and what I'm not.
Okay, she started with, are you currently dating? Then
Am I currently dating? The short answer is yes.
Then she said, you once said you're seeing flames. How's that going?
I'm seeing less flames.
Are you still polygamous? If so, please explain.
So I don't believe in marriage. Therefore, it can't be polygamy. I used to speak about being polyamorous, having more than one girlfriend type of situation. I decided at some point that it's not worth, it's dangerous to speak about that part of my life, at least in that fashion as I used to. Same way, if I speak about my children, I need to curate what I say. So I will give a short answer of I'm dating. I cannot answer whether I'm polyamorous or not, even though people will assume I am. It's chilled. But polyamory is not something that I endorse for the average person, is what's important. And a big part of it is based on my personal experience and what I've seen just out there in terms of guys that have more than one partner. You must have a really, really strong why into why you want to have more than one partner. And you must be able to validate the scheduling, the responsibilities. A lot of guys who claim they want isithembu aren't really shouldering the weight of being responsible for another person, not like a child. But have you proven your concept that I'm taking such great care of Ursula Mariani? We've got such a great relationship and our children are thriving and we're thriving, and yet I have so much free time. And I don't want to become a triathlete. I don't want to pick up a hobby. I don't want to start another business. I want to have another woman that I think I have enough capacity to treat like Ursula. Then if you can prove that, I don't think anyone should have an issue, including Ursula when she's kicking and screaming. It's like, Siswami, you're getting everything from this guy. So this almost has nothing to do with you. And there's almost no guy that can prove that at all. So as a general rule of thumb, unless uhlanya ngekhanda, of which many guys bayahlanya, including myself, you shouldn't be doing that stuff.
And if your relationships are challenging you, how do you choose women?
How do the women choose me?
Po.
Hey, nah. There was someone who asked this earlier. Number one, decent looking is important for me. They were asking my spec, of which I normally say I don't have a type. Decent looking. And that doesn't mean good looking. I ain't got no type. Is that a song?
That is the only thing that I like.
Hey. Come on, take it, tap. Hey, tap. Decent looking. This doesn't mean pretty at all. And luckily I've got a a portfolio to prove that I don't just go for good-looking girls. You want to say some?
I looked at Dube.
Oh, no problem.
Dube and I had a moment.
Oh, Dube and you had a moment.
Absolutely.
Duba Riser, Duba.
You know there are women out there who want to meet Sizwe Dube. Don't do what you're doing. Like say Intonam is available.
Trust me.
Forget
you
about
want
Ursula.
to meet Sizwe Dube. Trust me. Yeah.
Must be decent looking.
Okay.
Because that's normally the interview process. For most of us, generally, the person must be decent looking. Other people, obviously, they want to see flash, specifically girls, or I want to see how good looking his car is. Number 2, a good handle of English. This was proven in varsity.
What happened? My name is Waraya Ngege.
That's so judgy.
What happened? Tell us the story.
No, I mean, really.
So judgy.
I mean, really.
Guys, he's the one that made it a... How is this?
You said my name is.
You said my
didn't.
name is. He didn't say anything about the English before he even finished his sentence.
Saying what happened. Okay, just what happened?
My name is.
I just want to know what turned him off. What did she say? Did she say hard L on the salmon? I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah. Hey, please continue.
Do I want to tell the story? No, I don't want to tell the story.
Okay.
No, I'll mention it briefly.
Okay. Good looking. Average looking.
No, decent.
Decent looking.
Like not ugly. Let me say that. Maybe that's better. Not ugly. Yeah.
Okay. English.
One of my years at Rhodes, there was a lady who was arguably the prettiest lady on campus. Damn. She ticks the box of beautiful and hot, both, which is rare. And in terms of her mix, insane. I had a conversation with her once. And that conversation was difficult for me. And I was like, I don't want to be having chats with this lady.
Was that an intellectual conversation that you were struggling with her intellect, or was it English?
It was
Because people often...
It was both the intellectual bit and the accent. That's when I realized I'm shallow. And the accent.
Sure.
Because I used to fantasize about dating a woman that can't speak English at all. I used to have that fantasy. Which when someone's like, it's like dating a Spanish Latina hand that when she's angry, she's shouting, papi. And I'm like, hey, I'm angry now. So I was imagining like dating, well, look, I'd understand, but she just speaks no English. Baba, what's thinking? What's all? I'm like, when this woman speaks Zulu or whatever. I'm like, ah. But it was proven that English is my preferred language. I am my most eloquent in English. I am potentially my most romantic in English. I love sarcasm, innuendos, and those things. And conversation, specifically for me and you, is huge. And if I can't articulate myself to the max with you and we can share a moment, and I'm going to struggle. The most difficult aspect that I'd look for in a woman is energy. Our energy has to vibe. So I can meet a good-looking woman, amazing English. This is probably why I struggle with like corporate girls and some of the girls who were studying like serious subjects at varsity. It's because I was like, the energy here. No, I'm going to be a corporate girl and what I'm going to build in my future. And I'm like, Then you meet this little autistic girl who was like, me and my husband, we're probably going to be. And I'm like, hey, I think I like this girl, man. When I'm around her, I just feel relaxed. Oh my gosh, do you know they ran out of coffee there? I mean, what are we going to do without coffee? And I'm like, that's what's stressing you. No, but seriously, like, it's such a problem. Like, this woman is losing her marbles over the fact that they ran out of coffee. I'm like, hey, no, I'm sorry, baby. I'll go get you coffee. Oh, really? You can do that for me? I'm like, yeah.
God damn, man.
These other girls, man. Anyways, yeah. So that's my spec, just generally.